In the late 16th century, long before the United States came into existence, a bold and mysterious chapter began on the shores of what we now know as North Carolina. It was the year 1587 when over 100 English settlers, men, women, and children, led by a man named John White, arrived at Roanoke Island with dreams of building a new life in the New World. Their mission was to establish the first permanent English colony in America. These settlers faced an unfamiliar land, unknown dangers, and unpredictable weather. Yet they began building homes, planting crops, and trying to survive. But fate had different plans. Supplies quickly ran out, and survival became difficult. The colony needed help. John White, the governor of the colony, made the difficult decision to return to England and bring back much-needed supplies. He promised to return quickly, but the sea was not kind, and England was soon caught in a war with Spain. Due to the Anglo-Spanish War and lack of ships, John White could not return for 3 long years. When he finally came back in 1590, what he found shocked him to his core. The entire colony had vanished. There were no people, no signs of a struggle, no graves, no burnt buildings, just silence. The only clue was a single word carved into a tree. CROATOAN. This was the name of a nearby island and also the name of a Native American tribe. There was no cross or distress symbol carved with it, which meant the settlers had not left in an emergency. John White hoped they had relocated safely to CROATOAN Island, but due to storms and dangerous conditions, he was never able to search that island properly. No one ever saw the settlers again. It was as if they had simply disappeared from the face of the earth. This unsolved mystery became known as the Lost Colony of Roanoke. Over the centuries, many theories have been suggested. Some believe the settlers integrated with the Native American tribes, especially the Croatoans, and slowly lost their English identity. Others think they may have been killed by hostile tribes or Spanish soldiers who traveled north from Florida. Some historians believe disease or starvation led them to abandon the settlement and perish elsewhere. Then there are the strange and eerie theories. People have speculated about curses, supernatural events, and even alien abductions, though there's no evidence for any of these. The truth remains buried in time. What really happened to those 115 people? Why was there no trace? Why was CROATOAN the only word left behind? Even modern archaeology has struggled to answer these questions. Small discoveries have been made, some European artifacts found miles away, but nothing conclusive has been proven. Roanoke remains one of America's oldest and most haunting mysteries. It wasn't just a group of people that went missing. It was a piece of history that vanished. The settlers were brave men and women who took a risk in search of a better future. They brought hopes, families, and dreams, only to be swallowed by an enigma no one could explain. Unlike famous events taught in schools, the story of Roanoke rarely finds its way into the classroom. It lies hidden in the shadows of history, known only to a few who look beyond the surface. Some researchers have dedicated their lives to solving this puzzle, but all they've found are more questions. The disappearance of the Roanoke Colony remains one of the greatest unsolved cases in American history. It's not just a story of a lost colony, it's the story of how fragile human hope can be in the face of the unknown. It teaches us that even in the age of exploration and progress, some truths can still hide in silence. As time goes on, the voices of those settlers grow fainter, their footprints erased by nature, their names forgotten by most. And yet, the word CROATOAN still echoes through the trees of Roanoke Island, as if whispering the final clue of a mystery that may never be solved.